Ja, herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Ausgabe SI Talk. Bei mir geht's weiter. Edelmetallmesse 2018. Severin Metals ist bei mir. Der Sam ist da, er ist Corporate Development. Und ja, ich werde jetzt einmal ein bisschen am Zahn fühlen, was das Unternehmen überhaupt macht und wie es ausschaut. Sam, thank you to have time. I said in my German introduction, I have not really too much clue about your company, so it's your pitch what you can give us. Why you are so excited, why you're working for the company, why you believe in the company, and why the investor should invest in you.
Great. So Sovereign Metals is ASX listed natural flake graphite project, where our project's located in Malawi. We've just released our pre-feasibility study, so 2 days ago, which put us as the lowest operating cost graphite mine globally.
Graphite was 3-4 years ago a big hype. It's a little bit quieter at the moment. Is it why the industry is not coming up with ideas what they're doing, or it takes everything a little bit longer, or what is the reason?
Yeah, agreed. It had its swing about 3 to 4 years ago, but it's gone a bit quiet. But the momentum's definitely shifting, and graphite sentiment's definitely improved. The Chinese currently supply over 65 to 70% of the world's graphite, and that due to environmental issues and cost factors, that a lot of their production is coming offline. So there's a lot of room for new production, and then also with the EV revolution that's occurring with the battery markets, the demand for graphite across the board is increasing and expected to increase more rapidly as the EV revolution kicks in.
So this means the graphite will use it in the batteries as a separator, so that the battery get a higher capacity and have all the other problems what they have in the past, not with graphite.
Correct, yeah. So in graphite, there's two key markets to graphite. There's the traditional market, which is refractories and a lot of other industrial consumption. And then there's also the battery market, which is what's the growing and the expanding market at the moment. A car battery or a Tesla car uses 70% of the batteries made up of graphite.
Wow. Coming to the project, you're coming up with a PE. How it looks like?
So we've just finished the pre-feasibility study. So that was released to the market 2 or 3 days ago, and that again positioned us in the lowest end of the operating curve, and then at a modest capital development of 49 million US, which is very much down the lower end of the spectrum, with a really good capital intensity below 1 to produce 52,000 tonnes of graphite.
And what are generally the plans now? What do you plan for the next 12 months?
So now the next phase is moving to the DFS. So based on the results of the PFS, which we're very pleased with, we're moving straight into the DFS, and a lot of the actual groundwork for the DFS has actually occurred. So we're not going to require any upgrades to our resource. We've got a very large global resource of over 45 million tonnes of graphite. The PFS was based on 9.5 of this at quite a high head grade of 9.5%. The next other items is we've had some very good interest from a lot of marketing and offtake sales parties, so we're going to continue our discussions with those, and hopefully some of those will formalise and come to a MOU or something of a binding agreement there, and then another phase is we're going to start looking at more on our permitting and mining licence in country.
Permitting is a good question. We saw around the globe, permitting is sometimes a really issue. How looks like in Malawi?
So Malawi's a new country for mining, and our in-country relations is very strong. So our managing director Julian Stevens has had 12 years of experience in Malawi, hands-on and knows the processes and how the country works. They know how much potential is within their grounds in Malawi, and it's something that we're going to really tap into and try to utilise. The country is extremely supportive of our project, and they know how much that could bring to their economy, and that they're welcoming us with open arms.
When everything is running fine, when you can expect that you will start with production?
The famous question. Our anticipated production is 2020, and that's
2020, so early.
Yeah, so I mean, it's the actual production or the construction and startup phases is very simple. So it's free dig mining. That's really simple, and there's not much of a construction downtime. Our biggest constraint is definitely ticking the boxes with the government and achieving social and security licenses, and then moving forward into financing. So that's our biggest roadblocks to construction, but we could start mining this thing today and start producing, but these are the things we need to go through. So it's a short startup, and
then we are end of 2018, so it's only 2 years.
Yeah. So I mean, our next phase, and it's a really big milestone where we've achieved, and it's why we're so excited with the PFS's delivery. Is now it's a really strong platform for us to really commence all our financing strategy and try to look at all our alternatives there, and confirm and formalise our permitting and also our sales. So yeah, it's quite a really bright 12 months we've got ahead.
Coming to share structure, how the share structure looks like?
Yeah, so at the moment we've got 276 million on issue, and it's quite strongly held. We've got quite a large holding from German investors who's just one of the core reasons we're here to talk and listen to their feedback today, and then also a few institutionals, directors and management hold over nearly 10% of the business, so they're involved, and the rest is Australian retail. So,
how much cash you have in hand?
We ended the September quarter with 2.1 million, and that's going to be utilised to get us to the DFS.
Sam, thank you for the first introduction to your company. Ja, also wir sind hier Graphit in Malawi. Graphit ist ja sehr ruhig geworden, das habe ich auch ihn gefragt. Vor 3-4 Jahren war es ein Riesenhype, mittlerweile ist es sehr ruhig geworden. Der Markt wird von China dominiert, hat allerdings natürlich Umweltprobleme, und mit dem aufkommenden Batteriemarkt für Elektroautos geht die Nachfrage durch die Decke. Sie sind vor ein paar Tagen mit der ersten Machbarkeitsstudie, also mit der vorläufigen Machbarkeitsstudie rausgekommen. Die Daten schauen sehr, sehr gut aus, und was mich am meisten verwundert hat, wie ich ihn gefragt habe, ja, wann können es denn ja trotzdem mal in Produktion sein, dann sagt er trotzdem, möglich ist 2020, wenn alles gut läuft. Denn die Operation des Minings selber ist extrem easy. Das ist nicht wirklich schwierig. Das Problem ist halt vorher die ganzen Finanzierung zu machen. Dann kommt jetzt natürlich eine Machbarkeitsstudie, also nicht nur eine vorläufige, sondern eine endgültige Machbarkeitsstudie. Und dann muss auch die ganzen Genehmigungen eingeholt werden. Wenn das alle da ist, also Finanzierung, Genehmigungen da sind, dann ist das Ding allerdings sehr, sehr schnell in Produktion. Sie sprechen auch jetzt schon mit Offtake-Agreements, sodass Sie hoffentlich auch mit irgendwelchen Offtake-Agreements in den nächsten Monaten daherkommen. Geld haben Sie momentan noch 2 Millionen, ein bisschen mehr als 2 Millionen. Das reicht, um die nächsten Schritte zu machen. Mit einem Offtake-Agreement könnte das natürlich dann eine Beschleunigung sein, und die könnte man natürlich vorstellen, dass die wirklich aus der Automobilindustrie kommt, beziehungsweise von dem Batterienhersteller. Spannend, hätte ich nicht geglaubt, dass die 2020 schon so weit sind. Allerdings, schauen wir nur ein Jahr drauf, sind es trotzdem nur 3 Jahre. Das ist extrem wenig, und über Graphit reden wir überhaupt nicht mehr am Markt, und für uns leicht ist genau deswegen auch eine interessante Alternative. Das war's von der Edelmetallmesse 2018 im November. Tschüss und Baba. Thank you.
Thank you.